So I wanted to make this video just to make sure that you guys have this as a reference in case it ever comes up. So this, I'm just going to cover extruding, okay? So I know it's pretty far into the class and maybe you might be afraid to ask a question about it because everyone says that they know it and you don't want to be singled out or anything. So if I make this video, hopefully if you have any of those questions, they can get solved here. Okay? So extruding is just meaning to make one of your sketches 3D. Alright, and this one I'm going to cover how to make the basic extrusions that we see all the time in class, and also how to make an extrusion that subtracts into it something. Okay, so like to make holes, but not using the hole tool. That's a different thing. So pretty much the basic, I make a shape, I press X for extrude, or I can click it up there, and now we have this. Okay, and that's the end of it. No, I'm joking. That was a bad joke. Okay. So let's say we had then this circle inside of there. Okay, if I extrude this, now that circle counts as a hole, so it extrudes all the material outside of that. If you have something like this though, you won't be able to extrude it. So you see how you get those little lines right there? This little shape right here in NX means that something is not connected, that there's an issue there. So when I press OK, you'll see that the extrusion doesn't exist because it's not a closed shape. So you need a closed shape in order for your extrude to actually work. Okay, otherwise you won't get anything. And then let's go ahead and just finish that. Now that it's closed off, I go to finish sketch. It'll give me that little error because everything's updated, but now we have this. Let's go ahead and delete that. And there it is again. Okay? Now, this video will also show you how to do sketch on a plane. That's going to be super necessary for this class and everything moving forward. Otherwise, you're just going to be sketching blindly, like just one basic 2D plane. Now, what I want to do is I want to sketch over here, and I want to add some stuff. So let's go ahead and add just some circles. Okay, oh, that's okay. It just means that little area is going to be dirty. There we go. Finish sketch, and I can extrude all of these. So even though they're not touching each other, as long as all these shapes are connected and they're within the same sketch, I can extrude them all with no issue. Okay? So I can make those sketches all at the same time. Next, let's cover sketch. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to sketch on plane, and you notice I can click this and it highlights. Or I can click right here and it highlights. I can click there. I can even draw right here on the angle. Okay, so let's sketch in there. And now I'm going to just make a rectangle, turn off continuous auto dimensioning. Alright, the rectangle's made, and I want this to cut into it. So I'll press extrude, well, X for extrude. I've selected my curve. Now I'm going to put right here in Boolean unite. Unite means that they're connected. So whenever you're doing anything else, like your edge blending or stuff like that, you'll want your stuff to be united. If it doesn't unite on its own, you'll have to go up here and just click unite and put it all together. Okay? For this, I want subtract. And subtract means, of course, you're taking away material. So I want subtract, press OK, and I'm going to get an error. So this error means that there's nothing here for it to subtract, right? You see how this shape is outside of this body? So what we need to do is we need to take this arrow and we need to pull it into the body. And now, I forgot to put it back to subtract. And now it will work. There you go. And you have that little pocket in there. Okay? Okay? And now the last Boolean that I want to go over is just the intersection one. You may find it useful, you may not. It's up to you how you use the tools, right? So this time I'm just going to make a little shape. So continuous auto dimensioning. Right, just something strange. And then I press X again for my extrude. Now I take it and I put it into the body. Okay? what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to intersect. And that means that anything that isn't an intersection of these two bodies, the one that it's going into, will get deleted. Only those that are intersected will stay. So I will also make this a little bit longer. So this area will go away and all of this will also go away. I press OK, and you notice it's exactly what I said. Even this little area right here is gone. You may find it useful for as you're making stuff. It's one of the tools. Let's go ahead and delete that though. And that's pretty much extruding, so that way you can extrude sketch on your plane to get this, sketch on a plane to erase, and even intersect. Alright?